slimmer. But outside of that, I did have a height thing when I was in high school, and it would usually be around 6 foot. Now, mind you, I'm 5'1", okay?
Height is huge.
I did put a cap on it because I was with a guy who was 6'5", and I was like, this is way too tall for me. My neck is killing me now. So
I love you.
So yeah, I can't. So as you were talking, I was thinking of stuff to say.
Yeah. I already knew you was gonna get into this.
Yeah. But okay, so it's interesting because like attraction for me has looked different in different forms. So I will explain. Yes. Okay. So
the popcorn ready, y'all.
So first, my exposure to dating was through online dating. Like I didn't date, but I started in the chat rooms at 13 connecting with people, and that was very much a mental connection because there was no pictures. And then MySpace, that's where I got my first boyfriend. It was a friend of a friend, y'all. Don't be tripping. But it was a friend of a friend, but it was still that mental connection. It wasn't really looks or anything, right? And then when I did get in college, where it was more in person, I didn't want the pretty boys, because the pretty boys knew they were pretty boys and were full of themselves and don't nobody got time for your ego. So
damn, fellas.
I mean,
she was on to
like give me the ugly ducklings, the ones who went through that awkward stage, grew into their looks, but still have the personality that's actually worthy of something of my interests. Yeah. But so it was definitely mental connection when in terms of online dating. But even in person with men, it really wasn't looks oriented. It was more so like just survive how I feel with you. Can you make me laugh? Like I want to know that we can talk about something. But a lot of my boyfriends in college were my friends first. So it was like building that connection and that rapport and just having a good connection in terms of friendship, in terms of mental, in terms of personality and just values and things like that.
So it seems like for you, at least up until a certain point, like college and everything else, probably like after meeting me, obviously I kind of like stopped because all the other guys were competition. Anyways, we're gonna move on. So it seems like your attraction was based mostly on these guys' mental personality, like the
stuff inside.
Yes, for sure. It wasn't necessarily that they were like physically exactly your type. Because what is physically
for a guy?
Yeah. And have you ever actually gotten that prior, or have you ever shot somebody based on that prior to anything mental? Or is it always like mental is good and then somebody happens to have a nice body that you actually like?
I think the latter. Like my first real boyfriend, he was really big. And
really big how? You gotta explain to the people.
So he was a center on a football team.
Okay.
And they called us a 10. I was the 1, he was the 0.
All right.
So
does that paint a picture for you?
And after that, I was like, that's a little too big for me. Like, I am a small person. Like, sex was like, But, so from that point on, it was slimmer. But outside of that, I did have a height thing when I was in high school, and it would usually be around 6 foot. Now, mind you, I'm 5'1", okay?
Height is huge for women.
I did put a cap on it because I was with a guy who was 6'5", and I was like, this is way too tall for me. My neck is killing me now. So
I love you.
So yeah, I can't, nah. But after a while, like, height didn't really matter because, like, again, as long as you're taller than me, I'm 5'1", I don't really care. I will say I don't really date light skin, like lighter than me.
Interesting. Okay.
And that's more so because I love melanin, like skin. Like, we're not looking at any other features outside of the skin. Like, melanated skin is beautiful to me. Like, I love your skin, especially when it warms up in the sun and just soaks it in. Like, I love it.
It be doing it.
It do. I really enjoy it. So yeah.
Y'all. It'd be like, she be attacking me.
Yeah, so that's what I've noticed with guys. Now with women, I tried to do online dating in the same, where it's like mental connection, who you are on the inside.
Okay.
But I'm more sexually attracted to women than men. So looks are playing a lot larger role.
So this is what, all right, so this is another reason why I wanted to hear your thoughts, because this is so interesting to me. So going back to what we were talking about earlier.
Yes.
With men, it was for sure just internal, and then outwardly, if something was like, oh, okay, cool, you my type, cool.
Like, yeah, like if internal was good enough, then you became more attractive outside.
Right.
But I didn't need to be automatically like, oh my god, damn, he fine, on initial.
So that example of your first ex. That. So, okay, so now fast forward, you know, journey.
Hood the
lots
journeys.
Of work. Check out you know the episode names. I don't check out.
What Rocky's coming out journey?
There he is.
Shit, there's a few now.
There's a few. I don't know the titles. Like she comes up with the titles, so you know. You know, this teamwork makes the dream work.
Yes.
But okay, so all that journey. Check out those podcasts. Yes. Now you're at this place where, with women, it's flipped completely.
Yeah, I mean, now mind you, they still have to have their internal stuff. Like I'm not. It's not gonna be solely looks.
But it's like you can't entertain a woman who is unattractive in your eyes.
Physically. No.
So it's like no matter what is going on.
No.
So in my example of like, all right, Guitar Center or whatever, like you see some girl who you just like, you know, you're attracted to the way she's playing, she's singing or whatever she's doing.
Now I will say style does play a part.
Okay, all right.
Because a woman's style can make her more attractive. Like I love fashion. So if your style is like fitting you and your authenticity, like that is attractive to me. And women, because we have more accessories and stuff, can really flourish in our style. So if you were like confident in your style and how you're presenting yourself, like that's really attractive to me.
Okay. But with that, it would have to be like she met a certain level of attractiveness and that just supplemented it.
Maybe if she was like a 5 or a 6 and she had great style, that would up her.
All right, I got you. Okay. So that's really interesting. So.
Oh, I did want to say though.
What?
But so because I'm not really actively dating men, I'm open to it. Just so y'all know, ain't no control up in here. But I want to date women. Like, like.
I wonder why. It's not like, you know, I'm here all the time.
I mean, yes, and I want me a woman, but
kind of got the guy.
You know, but because I'm not actively dating men, I am enjoying the looks now. So like now, it's an awareness that I never had before, where it's like surprisingly seeing seeing a man I'm physically attracted to, and now I'm like okay flirting in that, but not. Like, it doesn't need to go anywhere outside of that. Like, the Chipotle guy.
Oh, yeah, he's still there, you know.
Is he? I don't see him that often because we don't go there. But, like, I found him physically attractive. He had a beautiful smile, and I just enjoyed looking at him. And nothing came from it. He turned out to have a whole ass family. And, you know, I'm not actively dating men. So, like, yeah, I just enjoy looking at him. So, but it was like every time I would come in, we would smile at each other, eyes meet, it'd be all nice and things. Like, I don't know if he was attracted to me. It seemed like, yeah, it's just a good energy, you know?
You often have that. Like, that's kind of what we were talking about, the connection, that vibe, you know? Like, sometimes it's unspoken sometimes, that attraction.
Yeah, so I'm enjoying that now, because I didn't really do that in the past with men. So, yeah. But with women, it's because otherwise she could just be my friend. Like...
And I get that.
Like, I can have women friends that I'm physically attracted to, but if I need sexual attraction for it to be sexual or romantic. Because...
Otherwise, what are we doing?
Yeah. Yes.
I feel it. I mean, that's the way I feel about women as well. It's like, I got a lot of very attractive women friends, and the second they say they want to do something like that, because we already have that both connection. It's like, okay, cool. Because I know I'm going to be respectful. I know what I'm going to do as a man in that situation in terms of the sexual relationship and making sure it doesn't damage anything else like that. But then there's some friends where it's just like, I'm not attracted to you. We wouldn't do anything. If you offer it, I would be like, no, I'm good. And it's just how it is. Or just like your situation might be different. Like if I know like you're extremely monogamous and committed, and
or you're going through something like
I'm not about to take advantage of you or nothing else like that. Like no,
you're good with that.
Yeah, like if you're just not in a good space, that's also like energetically, I'm not trying to vibe with that. So
I feel it.
So yeah.
Hey, it's the Real Family. It's your girl Rocky.
And your boy Elsa.
And thanks for being here. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click that notification bell.
Right, because subscribing and hitting that notification bell does two very important things. One, it gives you notification on our new content and make sure that you're up to date on everything that we put out every week.
Every week.
You know, every week.
Every week.
And then number two, it helps your boy and your girl out with some money. You know what I'm saying? Let's just keep it honest.
It's so real, baby.
But in all seriousness, this is just like the video portion, the YouTube portion of our content. We are It's So Real podcast. So we have all these episodes just waiting for y'all on how many platforms?
11 different streaming platforms.
11.
So it's up to you to choose.
Yeah, there's no excuses. We on everything. So whatever platform you're most comfortable listening to stuff, your content on, we're right there for you. So look us up. It's So Real Podcast.
And our link tree is available on our YouTube channel. Go over there, find the platform that works best for you, subscribe to our podcast, and hear the full thing, because we have a lot more to say than what shows up on our YouTube channel.
Exactly. With that being said, check out the rest of our videos while you're here.
You know? And be sure to subscribe.
All right, y'all. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
And love.
Always.